I'm just trying to figure out what would have happened if, and see, this is what we're not going to do, okay? This is for me and this is for you. We're not about to get worked up. The season is over, right? I'm not trying to get y'all worked up. Y'all ain't about to get me worked up in this comment section. But I really, 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 really want to know. And I don't even know why I really need to know, because I already know what the answer is. That if Mary or probably any other black woman had picked up a glass and thrown it at someone, what do you think would have happened after that? It's not like last year when Jen was cutting up and acting the fool and threw a glass, I think, like at an open space or at a wall. Jenny literally threw a glass in Mary's direction as she was walking away. Not at her direction, at her. Can you imagine if Ebony Williams had thrown a glass at one of those white women up there in New York? What those white viewers would have been hollering. And see, I'm starting to get worked up. You see, I was about to start getting worked up. I just think that it would have, those white viewers would have had a field day on Twitter. And see, this is what happens, right? Because you have some black people who choose to see what they want to see. And then you have a bunch of these white Bravo viewers who are just racist to their bone. And that's just what it is. I was about to say, there go Jenny bothering me. And that's just what it is. There's no way that anyone can convince me that if this was another black woman with a group of white women and she had thrown a glass at this white woman, girl, the way they would have cut up and acted a fool, the way they would have cut up and acted the fool. Mary Cosby is a better woman than I could ever be. Because the way we would have tore up that building, I cannot imagine shooting a reality TV show with 5 punks, 5 or 6 other punks, and one of them I already got a problem with, and I'm walking away and you throw a glass at me. I swear to God on my nieces, we would have tore that building up. And after I would have swung Jenny every which way but loose, baby, I would have went over there to the other group of women. Because y'all letting this heifer come in and do all of what she's doing. And this has gotten to the point where she is throwing stuff at me. And not now one of y'all heifers gonna open up your mouth and say nothing about it. I'm so over Salt Lake City. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm probably not gonna review the reunion. There's no need to. I like Meredith, but even Meredith, you get a thumbs down in my book. I didn't see you open your mouth to say nothing. Maybe you did and they just didn't show it about Jeannie being as aggressive and ghetto and hood and ratchet as they come by throwing a glass at your castmate, the woman who you swear up and down, was so kind to you and nice to you. Y'all be wondering why people be calling y'all racist. It's stuff like this. Stuff that's like, not necessarily Meredith, because Meredith has been on the right side this entire season. Some stuff, Meredith, like this glass throwing incident, I'm pissed off that she didn't speak up. But for the y'all be wondering why people call y'all racist. It's stuff like this. It's stuff like this. When you really think about what happened this season on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and the simple fact that they gave the white, whatever Jen Shaw is, they swept whatever she was going through under the rug to draw attention to what this one man said. Not to try to say that Mary didn't do it, because if Mary did it, baby, she and her ass whooped too. But the simple fact that you have these incidents, and this incident compared to this incident, is almost, girl, we ain't even talking about, like, we've already had this conversation before, but y'all want to focus on the black girl. Y'all want to sit here and say that Mary is so mean. When you got Jen Shaw, who is the most violent bitch on the cast, and next to her is Jenny, crouching tiger, hidden dragon, up and through the house, throwing remote controls and breaking her husband's ribs, however many. This bitch need anger management. She already said it. And now she's throwing glass. And y'all want to sit here and talk about Mary being the meanest. No, Mary can get y'all bitches off of her, and that's what y'all don't like. Now, could it be mean in her response? You could argue and say her response to what I did was mean. But let's always remember, right, that a lot of the times, just like the Candace, Dilla Bassett, the Kenyas, they're responding. And their response is what y'all hoes can't handle. That's the problem. It's not about problem. It's not that Mary's just this mean person. It's just that when you come for Mary, and then when she come back and start talking about how you an alcoholic and how you always need somebody to drive you home, then you get mad. When the truth of the matter is, if you never would have said nothing to Mary, girl, Mary wouldn't have said nothing to you. Did I say I'm probably not going to review the reunion? There's like a 90% chance that I'm not going to review it. It's pointless. I don't feel like seeing Lisa act like a rich white woman and get called out on the shit that she know that she has done. And in order for her to get out of it, she pulled the rich white woman, the white woman move and cry, knowing that she has been in the middle stirring the pot and getting shit started this whole season. I just don't feel like it. Oh, you know who I actually thought looked actually kind of cute, believe it or not, was Meredith. Meredith sitting down, her outfit didn't look that bad. Standing up, she looked a complete and utter disaster. But sitting down, Meredith's outfit actually was kind of cute. But just look at it on the preview of the reunion when you see and watch her sit and look at her sitting down. She actually looks very nice, believe it or not. See, sometimes stuff can look different sitting down and standing up. Anyways, Jen Shaw is downsizing from a 9,000 square foot home to a 4,500 square foot home. She got some movers to come in. The mover in the back was cute as hell. It's gonna be $8,000 to $10,000 to, I guess, pack up and move her. Jen Shaw, what the hell is you doing and what the hell are your sons doing where you can't get a couple of bottles of vodka and call some of your friends over and say, hey girl, we having a packing party. I need y'all to come help me pack up this shit because these girls trying to charge me $8,000 to $10,000. Girl, I'm over here cutting up and acting a fool when the people on Groupon got over me. What was it, $100 and something? Hello? I'm over here cutting up and acting a fool over $100 and something, and mama over here about to pay $10,000 for somebody to pack her up and move. Girl, I would have been throwing that shit and unboxing so fast. But I guess it don't matter when you ain't spending your money. When you spending somebody else's money, huh? Because when you spending your own, you looking at every penny. At least I know I am. Anyways, Heather, the celebration of life, girl, I don't care. Meredith, Marks, her jewelry photo shoot, it was cute. She had LGBTQ IA folk come and, basically model her jewelry. One thing that stuck out to me was she said, when we stop having to label people, when we stop labeling people, we have equality. And I was like, you know what? I get what she's saying to a certain degree. I do. And the first thing that popped in my mind is like, even now in 2022, even though I know this is not the same thing, but even like in 2022, like, you know what I think is weird? I was thinking about Shonda Rhimes. Weird. Random stuff be popping in my head. I swear to God. Shonda Rhimes, when she had got an award, like, it was like 2 or 3 years ago. It wasn't 2022, 2 or 3 years ago. But she got an award a couple of years ago, I believe. And she was like the first black woman or something. And it's just so weird that like in 2019, 20, 21, 22, we still saying like first black woman, first black person. Like that is so, anyways, I know that came out of like nowhere, but that's what I was thinking when I was watching the show. Whitney and Justin made me uncomfortable. I thought about Ashley and Michael Darby, gross. They're doing some type of love art, girl, whatever. Did Heather say that her and Justin have the same build? I said, that's exactly why they walking around here calling you Shrek, bitch, because you out here comparing yourself to men. Talking about we got the same build. You ain't never heard no woman say, girl, I'm shaped just like that man over there. What's tea? Mary is ignoring Jenny. Mary is talking to Coach Shaw. Whitney walks up, drunk, words slurring, wanting to have a conversation with Mary. Mary does not want to have a conversation with Whitney. Did I say Jenny? I meant Whitney. Mary does not want to have a conversation with Whitney because she knows that Whitney is a drunk bitch at this moment. And the worst thing for a sober person to do, especially when you're going through issues with this person, is to try to have a conversation while they have alcohol in their system or they're just completely wasted. It's pointless. Because more than likely things are going to go left because you're going to say some shit that I don't like, or you're going to act like you don't understand what I'm saying. And so it's kind of like, what's the point of having this conversation? Come back to me when you sober, girl. Which is, I don't know when that's going to be, but come back to me when you sober. That's when Mary is talking to Whitney, Jen, and Jenny come and join the conversation, sit there being nosy. Jenny inserts herself. Mary basically gets up and leaves. Girl, shut up. That's what Mary tells Jenny, girl, shut up. Girl, that's my new line, man. Girl, just a simple girl, shut up. 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 Ooh, girl, shut up. 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 Ooh, girl, shut up. Girl, I got 15,000 different ways I'm gonna say it. That's my new line from here on out. Shout out to Mary Cosby, girl, shut up. You getting the hood on us? Girl, one thing I'm gonna just go ahead and say, I love that the black woman on the cast be calling these white women, what up Jenny Asian, whatever Jen is. I love the fact that she will call them hood, ghetto, and ratchet in a heartbeat. You getting hood on us now? Girl, start acting like a scared white woman. Girl, she's hood. Right. Mary leaves, like, girl, Whitney, let's go. Jenny follows. Mary says, I didn't sign up for you. That's why they can't stand Mary, because Mary just say what she say and go about her business. Y'all saw Heather tell Jenny, Mary started walking away. Y'all saw Heather tell Jenny to go after Mary. Go back and watch it. Go back and watch it. Heather told Jenny, that don't take away from the fact that Jenny is a grown-ass woman, but girl, Heather was gassing her up. Mary walking away because she don't want to talk to Jenny. Jenny is aggressive. She's a bully. She's ghetto. She's hood. She's ratchet. Girl, she already told her she like to break her husband ribs. Baby, she already told she needs anger management. right? She's throwing glasses at people or a glass at someone. Jenny is the definition of a ghetto hood rat bitch. And that's just what it is. It ain't no if and buts about it. Baby, Jenny got the right one. This ain't got nothing to do with if the woman would have been black or not, because she wouldn't have pulled that shit with no Erica Jane. Okay? She wouldn't have pulled that shit with no Erica Jane or no Kenya or nobody else. They know that Mary only gonna go so far with them. When that bitch threw that glass, I said, ooh. This bitch really threw a glass at this woman. She really just threw a glass at this woman. Did she really just throw a glass at this woman? Y'all heard my neighbor? She threw a glass at that woman. And nobody said anything. Like, nobody said a word. Nobody said a word. Like, no one said a word. No one said, Jenny, you know you dead ass wrong for that bitch. Jenny, now if she would have reached around, if she would have turned back around and slapped the shit out of your ass. Because at this point, you physically assaulted her with a glass. I don't give a damn what nobody got to say. If that glass would have cut her, so many things could have been said in that moment. No one checked Jenny or nothing. You got a whole racist. You have a whole group of racist women. Have racist tendencies, right? Because like I said, like last year, Heather, you was busy telling us how you like big black cock in the gays. But I keep having to remind myself, just because they like big black cock don't mean nothing. This Salt Lake City is an absolute waste of time and space. The simple fact that we spent half of the goddamn season talking about Meredith's father, a memorial, and we looked over the biggest goddamn storyline of the whole goddamn season. Because we wanted to talk about a man, Cameron, who dead. You know what? That man ain't even living no more. I mean, at the time he was. Gina would have got her ass whooped. I'm not even a fighter. And y'all already know that. There's no way. There is no way in hell that I could have allowed someone to disrespect me like that. It's one thing for us to go back and forth, because baby, we can argue back and forth, bitch. We can curse each other out. We can do that all day. I can sit right here, you can sit right there. We can go toe to toe. But bitch, when you start picking up shit and throwing glass at me, that's on a whole nother level. That is on a completely different level. Jenny should have got her ass whooped, or either she should have got cursed out so goddamn bad that Jenny would have wanted to fight Mary. Because that's more than likely what would have happened if I was there. Me and Jenny, if I was married, me and Jenny, I would have cursed out Jenny so bad to the point where I probably would have been talking about her husband, her kids who look like her husband. Right, we would have went all there. We would have went there that night. And then I would have turned around and gave it to them other bitches who ain't said shit and let this bitch or watch this bitch throw a piece of glass at me. Yeah, everybody would have got cursed out that night. And the shit that would have been flying off of my tongue, it would have had to turn physical. Because I would have been talking raw to those bitches. Girl. I'm done. Salt Lake City. I think I'm done with Salt Lake City. I really am. They're gonna have to pull a motherfucking rabbit out the hat for season 3 for me to even want to engage in season 3. That reunion, more than likely, is probably gonna be a wrap for me. For what? It's not gonna be interesting. Now all these bitches about to probably turn back on Lisa when they never liked Lisa in the first place. Like, it's a complete shit show up there. Anyways, I'm gone. I think I'm about to go to Chili's. I want me some of that, what's that soup they have at Chili's? It's so good. It's an enchilada chicken soup or something. It got like some little tortillas on the top. And it's a little cheesy. It's like creamy. Oof. Ooh, I can taste it right now. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Fuck Jenny. Jenny should have got her ass whooped. Y'all want to be talking about reasons to fight somebody? See, this is the thing. It is reasons to fight somebody. When somebody throws when somebody throws glass at you, when somebody throws a cup at you, that's how a fight can happen. Okay? Especially with a bitch who don't even like you. You know this girl don't like you and you know I don't like her. That's how fights happen at any age. Now that's how a person can lose control if y'all want to know how a bitch could get into a fight. Can you imagine already beefing with somebody and you are literally not even engaging with this person the entire night? She has come and gotten into Mary's space and started all this shit that night. And then you try and walk away and then, girl, you just turn around and glass is flying at you. Because if Mary would have walked back over there and slapped the dog fuck out of Jenny, they would have swore up and down Mary was wrong, even though this woman just threw a glass at her. Didn't I say I wasn't getting worked up? Didn't I say I wasn't going to get worked up? I'm about to go.